Hi everyone, how are you doing? Today we'll continue our lessons from alphabetical order. We had that sometime last week, so we'll continue today. Hi Ivana, how are you? I'm fine also, thank you so much. Alright, so first you have to log in using the aplusstudent.com. You click on your name and you move on to language arts. Alright, so click on your name, you move on to grade 3, and the chapter is alphabetical other. And we have the lessons other alphabetically based on the first three letters and other alphabetically challenge. All right, so when we talk about alphabetical order, it just means that we put words in alphabetical order using the alphabet. So of course we have the alphabet over here. So we're putting the words according to the alphabets that we see right now. So when we say alphabetical order, it is a way to arrange words, all right, based on the first letters, okay? So on the first letter of each word. So that's just what we mean by alphabetical order, okay? Okay. So alphabetical order mean that we put words in a very arranged manner using the first letter of each of the words, okay? And then we have to check also the alphabet to be able to figure out the right order in which the words can come. So for example, we can have apple, for example, and then we also have banana. So then you ask yourself which of these comes first. Of course, A, the first letter comes before B. So A will come first and then B the next. All right. So that is what we mean by alphabetical order. So the alphabetical order actually helps us to find words. So quickly in the dictionary. All right, so you can see that it also helps us to find like words quickly in the dictionary, or if we have a list of words and then you have to find the other, because you know the alphabetical other, then of course it will be very easy for you to find the list. All right, so the first one, you have to put words in order by their first letters. So you have to look at their first letters and then you put the words in order. So for example, we have bed, pie, run. So of course we know that bed comes before P, right? And P comes before R. All right, so that's the right order. So bed comes first because of B, and then pie comes next, and run the last one. So if words share the first letter, then use the second letter. So you also have to note that if the word is sharing the same first letter, then you have to use the second letter to put them in order. So just like when we have here bed, bun, brown. Hi, David. So you can see that they both share B, B, B. So what you have to do now is that you have to look at the second letters. And then, of course, from the second letters, you should be able to figure out which one comes first, which one comes second, and then last. So, for example, we can have cats, bats, and then the ants. So of course we see that it starts with C, B, and A, but this is all about the first letter. So the first one will have to be ants, then we have bats, and we have cats. So you see that A comes before B before C. So that's the right order. Okay. So this one is about the second, right? So you have to make sure that you check B-E-B-O-B-R. So E comes first before O and then the R. Then we also have an example like this. We have hats, hog, hots. Okay, so hats, hots, and then hog. So you have to put them in the right order. So which one comes first, which one comes second, and third. So which one? Can you tell me in the chat? We have hat, hog, and hot. So what's the right order for hat, hot, and then hog? Write for me on the chat. So you write on the chat which one comes first, the second or third. So we have A, O, U. So that means hat comes first, then the hot and hug. Yeah. So of course A comes before O. Yeah, exactly. So hat, hot, and then hug. All right. All right. So moving on to this part, we have if words share the same first, second, and then third letter or even fourth, you have to make sure that you use the letter to the third one to figure it out. So let's say it has the same first two letters, you have to use the third. It has the same first three letters, you have to use the fourth, and so on and so on. So that's how you go. You just have to make sure that you look at the right one and then select. So we have bed, bell, and then best. So bed, bell, best. So we can see over here that BE, BE, BE. So what we will do next is just look at the third letters. So we have D. D of course comes before L and before S. All right. So let's say we also have, let's say, tiger. Okay, so we have tiger, ticket, tight, and then teen. So you can look at the words and can you tell me the right order? in which they should come with. So give me the right order for the words. We have tiger, ticket, tight, and team. So the first two letters are all the same. So you have to look at the third one, arrange that, and send on the chats. So you send on the chat the right order for tiger, ticket, tight, and then team. All right. Okay, so we have. Okay, so we have tickets. Now, if you look at tiger and tight, they are both TIG, TIG. So you have to look at the first letter and see the one that comes first. So E. So tiger, tight, and then team. All right, good job. So moving on, we will move on here. All right, let's look at this. It says to put the words in alphabetical order. The first one is smell, small, and then smoke. So they both have the same first letter, which is SM, SM, SM. So let's see which one comes first. So small, smell, and then smoke. Because A comes before E and becomes before O. So small, smell, and then smoke. Then we have question, quality, and then quickly. So we have Q, U, A. So Q, U, they all have Q and then U. So A comes before E and comes before quickly. So we have support, honey, and suit. All right, so we have support, honey, and suit. So support is S, so honey is H, it comes before S, all right? So we have SUI and SUP. So of course, I comes before P, so it's going to be honey, suit, and then supports. So moving on to the test, we have put the words in alphabetical order. We have least, civilian, and then city. So you can check and then tell me which one is the right order for this. So everyone share your answer on the chat. Let's interact, okay? So share your answer and then tell me which one comes first. All right, so we have two, city, civilian, and then list. All right, good job. So we have tut, tame, and dresser. Tut, tame, dresser. Which one comes first? So which one comes first here? All right, so we have dresser. Of course, dresser is D, and D comes before T. So dresser, tame, and tots. All right, so we have wrote, written, rec. So what is the right order for this? They all have W and then R. So what's the right order? Okay, so we have option two. So we have rec. So rec is W, R, and then E. So E comes before retain, which is I after the R. And roots also has O. So this one comes first. All right, good job. Then we have Pal, pickle, and then piano. Pal, pickle, piano. Which one comes first? All right, so what's the option for this one? So we have option one. Piano comes with A, so P-I-A. So of course it comes before the pickle, pickle which is C, and pal, which is L. All right, so we have Subway, Kids, Kingdom. Subway, Kids, Kingdom. Which one comes first? Okay, so Ivana, I will explain to you again. So these words, we are looking at the first letter. So if the first letter is the same, you have to look at the second letter. If the second letter is the same, you look at the third letters. So this particular test is the order of the alphabetical order from the first three letters. Okay, so the first three letters, you have to check them carefully. So the first two can be the same, so you have to make sure that you check the third one. All right. It's just like when we said we had hat, hot, and then hug. So for example, we have hat, hot, and hog. So look at this. They all have H, 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 right? But the difference is that the second letters are different. So let's say that they are mixed up and it comes hog, hot, and hats. Okay, so it's like all over the test, all over the place. So you have to make sure that you look at the second one. So hat comes first, hot's next, and then hog. Okay? So, what's the correct one here? Do you understand that now? So, what's the correct one over here in this particular test? Are you sure it's Subway first because K comes before S? K comes before S. So, what do you think? So, it has to be the K first. All right? Okay, so we have yell, yet, and then year. So what is the right order for this one? Which one is the correct one? Yes, the three letters. But if you have kingdom, for example, you had kingdom and you had kit and subway, of course, they have two words that has the same first alphabet, and then the second one has a different alphabet. So you have to move with the first one, which has the first alphabet, which is KK. Of course, K comes before S. So you have to work with the first one, even though you have two words with starting with K. So you have to work with the first one that comes first. That is the alphabet K. And then you have S after. So you cannot say subway before the K. Do you understand? Because if you say S before K, it's not like that in the alphabet. You're arranging it orderly. So that's it. So we have yeah, yell, and then yet. Okay, this is great. So we have usually, voyage, and then useful. Usually, voyage, and then useful. So which one comes first? Arrange it and then tell me. So we have option two. Correct, because the U comes before V. All right, so we have zero, tongue, and today. Zero, tongue, today. All right, so this is option two also because the T comes first. All right, do you have any question for this one? Do you have any questions for this particular lesson before we move on to the last one, which is other alphabetically challenge? Do you have any questions for this particular lesson? No questions? All right, so we'll move on to this one. So of course it's still the same thing. It's just to order it alphabetically, if it's the first letters or the second or the third. So we have put the words in alphabetical order. We have wither, win, and then monk, which is the right order. So what's the right order here? So we'll go with monk because monk is M and M comes before W. So you have to use monk first, start out monk, and then you move on to the W word. All right, so we have heal, he, helping. Heal, he, and then helping. So these all have the same first two letters, H E H E. So you have to check the second and say which one comes first. Okay, so we have he, option two. All right, because he just has two letters, right? So moving on to heel has he. All right, so of course you have L over here. So if you're looking at the third letter for heel and helping, of course heel comes first because it has E. All right. So the second. All right, we have has, ham, bus. Has, ham, and then bus. Which one comes first? So bus comes first because bus is B, correct? All right, so we have myself, me, and then my. So what is the right order for this? So we have my, myself, and then me. So which one comes first? You can check and you can tell me. So option one. Okay, good job, guys. So we have sorry, so rule. Sorry, so and then rule. Which one comes first? This one we have sorry, we have rule, we have so. So what is the right order for this one? So we have option two, of course. Rule comes before S. So R before S. That's why. Okay. So we have voyage, vote, and mash. Voyage, vote, and mash. What is the right order for this one? What's the right order here? So we have option two also because mash is M. M comes before V, so mash goes first. And we have goodness, go, boy. Goodness, go, and then boy. So what is the right order for this one? Goodness, go, boy. So boy first because boy is B. Alright, so that's it for our lesson for alphabetical order. You have to make sure you complete this lesson if you haven't done it. So try to complete the lesson. If you still need more help after the live, you can click on this chat button here and you can get more help. All right. So before we finish, you can let me know, do you have any questions or you have none? Do you have any questions or no? All right, so I guess you guys have no questions again. So bye. See you guys next time. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.